Welcome to Cooper High School for Tri-Metro Conference Girls Basketball, as tonight the Hawks welcome the St. Anthony Huskies here to New Hope. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Patty Sorensen, and Patty, kind of a rebuilding year, I guess, for Cooper. They got a very young team, just a couple of players that had played any varsity basketball. They've been playing some middle school age girls even in some of their games, and it's kind of reflected in the record, but Ebony Rich, their head coach, said, we are getting better. We're just trying to stick with it and, aim for little goals along the way.
Well, I think that's really important. You've got younger kids, you've got to set different goals. What can we accomplish? What can we improve on? What are we getting better at each game, each practice? And as long as we continue to improve each time, a little bit each time, we're making progress and moving where we want to be eventually.
Meanwhile, St. Anthony, they're pretty happy with where they're at. They got a nice win over Holy Angels, which hasn't been a common thing over the years, and they played De La Salle very tough. I mean, they're feeling pretty good.
They are, and with the success they've had, that's going to continue to build their confidence, the players that have been there. They've got experience, but now some of those wins going, okay, we can get a little farther. We can maybe do a little more. As long as we stick together as a team, we can accomplish more.
Let's talk key players to look for in tonight's game, starting with the visiting Huskies, and Stella Timmons sounds like she can shoot the ball a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Like Coach said, she shoots lights out, and they said she's even improved her game where she likes to attack the rim, improving with her hands on defense. They're seeing a lot of growth in her game.
Averages a little under 16 a game to lead the Huskies. And meanwhile, for Cooper, a player that I think every coach kind of likes to have, Princess Nyorko, will do anything she's asked.
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of a coach's dream. If she says what I need, she'll say, yes, coach. If I need to shoot, I'll shoot. If I need to pass, I'll pass. Play better defense, I'll do that. A player that whatever coach and the team needs, she's willing to do that, and that's what it's all about.
And as one of a few seniors on the team, too, I think it's a good thing to have that as an example for the younger kids, too.
That is so huge, because the kids aren't seeing it's about her or anything. It's about what is it going to make my team better, and that's an excellent role model right there.
All right, we'll see who comes out on top tonight. St. Anthony and Cooper girls basketball. It's up next on CCX Sports.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
We are taught you don't talk about your problems with nobody because you could get in trouble. And I've been through a lot. Anxiety, depression, sexual assault. When I decided to get help, my life changed. And the mental health box, that was one of the big tools. Accepting help means that we are allowing somebody to bless our life. It's freeing. We got stronger together. Love your mind.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy. Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without a high school diploma. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers.
Your achievement has set an example for so many students. Most importantly, your daughter.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free adult education centers near you.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
Life's daily battles are not.
And welcome back here to Cooper High School as we get set for Tri-Metro girls basketball. St. Anthony and Cooper. The Huskies swept Cooper a year ago, although pretty close games and a little bit more similar records a year ago, I think. Like we talked about, Cooper, very much a young team this year, but a couple of wins for them. They beat Park Center by 1 and then also beat Columbia Heights by 3 in the first meeting between those two, and hung in pretty well against Holy Angels. We mentioned St. Anthony beat them, and the Hawks hung in there, and that, you just look for that progress a little bit. You look for the light to come on a little bit when you have those young players, I think.
Exactly. You look at it, what are they learning as they're progressing and what's clicking, and also what kind of leadership you have of the upperclassmen bringing those young kids along too is very important.
I've talked about that on previous games too. Your high school career goes by quicker than you realize, so you really, it pays to just try your best to stay positive, even if you're not winning like they haven't been this year.
Well, and I think that, in talking from coach and some of the goals they've set, I think she's doing the exact right thing in that. It's like, this is our goal. Maybe this is our goal for practice today. What do we accomplish? This is our goal for the next game. And working on setting those goals is very important.
Greta Schumann winning the tip there against Zoe Smith. St. Anthony gets first possession here. Timmons driving it Schumann driving it into the lane and flips it up and in. 2 points early for Schumann, who's a good shot blocker, we understand as well. And the Huskies take an early 2-0 lead.
And that's fun to see because some of these kids that are really good shot blockers, and some of them are not very big as far as what you'd expect, and they just know how to play it right.
Smith, and that one ripped away. Steal there for Becca Nelson for St. Anthony. Leilani Abraham, the shot from the corner won't go, and the Hawks out of there with it as Amaya Relford leading the charge back the other way off the glass. It just wouldn't fall though. And Schumann the rebound for the Huskies. Little hesitation dribble there, and Timmons goes up and lays it in for her first bucket. Nice shot fake there, and there is a quick steal and layup. Wow, Abraham was waiting for that one, turned and picked it off, lays it up and in. 6-0 lead for St. Anthony. And a deflection and a near steal there for Abraham. And there's Schumann with the block, just like Coach said. And then it's Timmons getting a block. Schumann running it back here, draws the defense and drops it off to Maya Allen for 2, and Ebony Rich wants an early timeout as the Huskies have come out strong. 4 different players already scoring hoops as well for them.
Well, in that last basket too, just the vision. You have the steal there, nice anticipation, easy up on the bucket. But even that last play coming down, the vision, her head was up. She was looking for her teammate. They were converging as teammate was wide open underneath the basket.
So Cooper not exactly getting off to the kind of start they were hoping for here, and trailing it early by an 8-0 score. You look there at Jenny Patrick, the Huskies coach, who was a longtime assistant and now second year as the head coach for St. Anthony, and just likes the way her team has come together and playing. I mean, obviously wins and losses, you know, there's that, but also just how you're playing and how you're progressing as a group.
It's just been very encouraging for them, and they're liking how the kids are competing right now.
Zoe Smith, and that one fumbled, and the Hawks will keep possession though as Rolford getting into the lane. Put it up high, but couldn't get it to drop, and Schumann out of there with it here for St. Anthony. Oops, that one. She thought Timmons maybe was going to be cutting a little bit. Timmons was looking to sort of spot up there on the baseline as we get a sub in there. Camilla Jones, senior, coming in for Cooper. Oops, and there was a miscommunication on who she was coming in for. So Zoe Smith started to come out, and they said, no, we want Montgomery out. Zoe, you're back in.
I think the official put the ball in play, too, before the other player got off the court. Well, one of the things that's hurting Cooper right here is they're getting one shot, maybe 2, but the Huskies are dominating on those defensive boards.
Yeah, and they're contesting the shots, too. I mean, we've seen a couple of them blocked, but even the ones that weren't, they were getting a hand up.
Well, and that's one of the things Coach Patrick said, too, that they've really focused on, and it's improving. It's getting better. Maybe not exactly what they want right now, but their defense.
Yeah, she jokingly said, well, most of us play defense pretty well. But, no, she did say overall that's been something that has improved. Turnover there on St. Anthony as they tried to go into the post, and I think a player from each team got a hand on it, but it was last touched by St. Anthony. Rolford will bring it up court here for Cooper. They're still looking for their first bucket. Pull up for 3, and it is good as Jones comes off the bench. She's been one of their players that's done well for them, coming in as a sub tonight. Gets her first basket, 8-3 now.
She did a good job coming off that screen. It almost looked like she was so open, and she almost thought, well, should I shoot? And then it was just a pretty shot.
Schumann giving it back inside. That'll be a foul as Nelson went up, and Rolford got her on the forearm there. So we'll see Becca Nelson heading to the free throw line here for the Huskies. Look at that hoop. Cooper getting on the board for the first time, and then the nice cut leads to that foul. Nelson hits the free throw, so every starter has now scored for St. Anthony, and you like to see that, everybody getting involved early. It's Cooper bringing another sub in here as Amelia Bailey.
You know, and that's one thing Cooper's doing, that they do rotate a lot of players. I think they're trying to figure out which mix is actually going to be most successful for them at different parts of the game. And that's something you always do. That was one of the stats my assistants always kept, and sometimes they'd surprise me going, halftime talks, this is the lineup, coach. This is working, and it shocks us that this group is, but they're clicking this time.
Baseline drive there, pretty well defended though, and then the steal by Nelson for the Huskies. Timmons, again a little shot fake, this time blocked though by Zoe Smith, and we're going to get a foul on Cooper after Allen grabbed that rebound and somebody had their hand in on the ball but also draped across her arm, so the foul call I believe is going to go there against Mariana Hegestad. You look, that first one was a block, but yep, she had a lot of arm there. Inbounded to Timmons, puts it on the deck, and then banks it home. That's a nice move right there. And you can see what they were telling you, that, you know, she's obviously a shooter, but you add that little bit to your game, it makes you that much tougher to defend.
You know, she's got a nice little game, and being a senior, but, you know, she's chosen to go to St. Thomas, go to schools, had some other offers in other places, but just really excited about the opportunity she has for college at St. Thomas next year.
Yeah, it sounded like she could have played D3 ball, but chose St. Thomas and getting a good academic scholarship, it sounded like, too, so congrats to her. Turnaround shot there was partially blocked. Bailey kind of forcing one up there. Schumann into a double team, and then there's a steal. Jabbed away, but it's out of bounds off of Timmons.
She kind of dribbled herself in there and picked up her ball, and that was able. Cooper did a good job of just collapsing on her, and she had players coming to her. But, you know, credit to Cooper's defense on that one.
Yeah, not very good spacing by St. Anthony too there. That was a tough ball to try and get.
Correct.
12-3 Huskies in the early going here. Cooper trying to get some more open looks. They had the 1 3-pointer made by Jones, but that's been it. Rolford, nice crossover here, and scores it. That was actually pretty good D too, but she did a great job with the crossover and then banked it home. Huskies able to beat the press, and Nelson gets the layup with Allen getting the assist. That was nicely done. Cooper is the first time they've had a chance to set up that press, but boy, they went through it pretty easily.
It was fun watching Allen's face, and as she turned with it too, and she just saw her teammate come in and made a nice bounce pass to her.
9-point lead for St. Anthony is Smith on the dribble here. Bailey on the drive, and that one wouldn't quite drop. Allen had it knocked away on the way back up court, and going to get a tie-up. It will be Cooper basketball. You can see that they're hoping to get a chance to put some pressure on and see if they can't catch the Huskies a little bit off guard. Here's a look at that last hoop by Relaford. Boy, this was a nice between the legs up and banking it home.
See, and I think that's one of the things Cooper's going to have to continue to do, but they got to mix it up. They got to get some more screens to get some people open, but then keep attacking the bucket.
Smith dribbled right into a double there, and Allen takes it. Allen going all the way off the back of the rim, no good, and then we'll get a jump ball on the rebound. This time, of course, it'll be St. Anthony ball. Abraham will inbound here for St. Anthony. And no good there for Becca Nelson. Montgomery cross court with it. Bailey lining it up and knocks it down. So 14-8. Cooper a couple of threes off the bench, and they are back in this one, down 6. Timmons open in the corner, and that one is good. So she gets her second basket, first from beyond the arc. Boy, when you can beat a press with a corner three, that's a tough one to handle.
Gotta like that.
Timmons pushing it back up court. Good help by Smith.
She kicked it.
Schumann off balance with that one.
It's just too bad she didn't see her teammate out on the elbow there, extended on the three, because as soon as it went into her, they collapsed and her teammate was wide open.
Rebound grab by Schumann off the miss from Jones. And there's another three in transition as Abraham knocks this one down. Allen looked up into the lane and saw to the left an opening for the three instead. And that's, something that's changed over the years about basketball. A long time ago, probably a coach would have said that's not the shot we want there, but that's very much a part of, we've seen the last couple buckets for the Huskies and pretty much every team now. I mean, you looking to spot up, get your feet behind that line in transition. It's not always going to be there, but if it is, go ahead and take it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot more, like you said, of that. I think what Coach is trying to get these kids to do for Cooper right now, Coach Rich, I heard her talking to him saying, we need more movement without the ball too. Their press, it's nice to set it up. You want to contain them, slow down. You want to make them work to get the ball up court. So they got to get a little quicker and a little more intense on the defense there. And I think she's just going to address some of those things and try and get these kids to move a little better.
Yeah, and we could, we're near the Cooper bench. We could hear her saying too much dribbling, and that was the first thought I had in my head, that most of their attack has been just kind of one-on-one from the top of the key or even from the wing, whereas you're seeing the Huskies passing the ball around a lot quicker and better.
And more cuts. That's it. It's kind of like get your head up. If you got to take a couple dribbles, you do, but it's like you said, they're catching it and they're putting it down right away. Take a look, then attack, or get into the flow of your offensive sets.
And St. Anthony, too, I think has done a pretty good job defensively of, not getting out of position or not getting so spread out that there's really great driving lanes.
Getting a little more movement now, and that's what they need. They need to move and
out to the corner, and cross-court pass. Schumann got a piece of it, and then Nelson grabbed it.
See, and that's what we've got, like you said, with the Huskies. They're passing, they're cutting. That time she tried to cross over and put it right in the hands of Cooper.
Relford with the steal, and then we're going to get a foul on the rebound. It kind of looked like Relford maybe got bumped on the way in for that shot, and that's what Ebony Rich is saying too. They didn't get that call, as Jones will pick up the foul for Cooper on the rebound. You get the steal by Relford, and from my vantage point here, I'm thinking she maybe got fouled.
Yeah, they can probably just said.
Timmons pull up. That one spins in and out. Nice rebound grabbed, and there by Nyarko. Runner there was rushed a little bit. Now ahead it comes to Nelson. Left-hand layup is good. St. Anthony, pretty good job in transition, and that was one of the first things their coaches said, what are we good at? And they said, we do get out and run pretty well.
That's one of their game plans. They like the transition, and Camilla Jones coming back from Cooper almost got back to deflect that pass. It was good hustle back by her.
Open look from the wing, won't fall there for Montgomery, and then we'll get another tie-up. Let's hope they're both okay there. It almost looked like it looks like they're all right, but I thought one or the other of those players might have hit their head on the floor there as they fell backward with the ball. Cooper possession here.
And that's one of the things they're going to work with their Cooper kids too. The difference between playing fast and rushed. Sometimes they're coming down just too quick, and I like that they want to push the ball up, but then sometimes they're trying to take on too many defenders.
Relford going to the hoop, no good. And a foul on the way in as a pass fake there by Abraham, and then she went for the layup and gets fouled on the play by Jones.
She hustles and she's a sophomore for them, so they've got a few more years with her leading their offense.
Ebony Rich feeling like her team's getting the short end of the calls here, and free throw is good by Abraham. I think that was definitely a foul on Cooper, but at the other end they were saying that I feel like some of their shots, though, have been a little bit off balance, and you're maybe not necessarily as likely to get the call on those kind of things when you're not, kind of taking it up strong right toward the hoop.
I agree. They look rushed, and they're trying to get the ball in, and I agree. But you got to move more. You got to get moving, like she said to him, without the ball.
Baseline shot is short, and then the follow-up try by Nyarko also short.
And there was nice. They got one of those offensive boards that they need. It's just the second shot just didn't go.
And we're going to get another foul on the Hawks there as Abraham was bumped from behind by Hegestad. Look as she made that cut, yeah. Well, didn't do pretty good there. So inbound for the Huskies on the baseline. They lead at 24-8.
And when you're defending against a team that likes to transition and move like this, you've got to get ahead. You've got to get in position. Otherwise, you're going to be coming down with some fouls.
Pull up there by Schumann is good from near the free throw line. So her third basket, and St. Anthony clicking pretty well here. 26-8. Relaford the miss. They'll push it up court, and Timmons got out ahead of everybody in a good find. She'll get the layup. And it's a 20-point St. Anthony lead.
I am impressed with how they get their eyes up and get that ball out ahead to people, St. Anthony.
Here they come again, and that one almost got away. Haley Servoin, number 31 in there, the freshman. Timmons short with that runner. Ellie McCormick, number 0, coming in now for St. Anthony, and for Cooper, Serafina Wilhelm, as you get another look at that. Boy, and it makes you eager to run the floor when your guards are looking up and you get that easy layup, too. You're going to hustle the next time around.
And Abraham has done that several times. He just gets those eyes up. And
Montgomery will go to the free throw line. It's the foul being committed by Schumann. It's actually their first foul, and I know Coach Rich has probably been making the officials aware of that fact too. Pretty long into the game to not have committed a foul. And Montgomery misfiring at the line. And goes 0 for 2. Schumann looking inside, knocked away, but we're going to get a foul call against Montgomery. See, cutting there, and then Montgomery kind of collided going for that one.
those are tough ones like that because the ball's up in the air. Both people, nobody really has it, but she did get her from behind.
Pass deflected and taken as McCormick got into traffic there. Zoe Smith will shoot that one up, and it is good. It's a 2. She had a foot on the line, but Zoe Smith getting her first bucket, and Cooper breaking a drought here. They had been stuck on 8 for a while. Timmons will let it rip for 3 at the other end, and she hits. Wow.
She's having a nice, she has a very pretty touch too. It's just knowing where and.
Yeah, she has a kind of form that, you know, it looks like it's going to go in almost every time she's taking these. Pull up there wouldn't go for Montgomery. Had a pretty good look though. Timmons had to reach back for that one. Now this would be a travel, I think. Yeah, step back 3, but she shuffled her feet. McCormick did. Didn't go in anyway, but here's a look at Smith with that long 2-pointer for Cooper. And then Timmons did get her feet behind the line and answering. Relaford looking to attack and then throws it back, but that one's going to go out of bounds. Would have been an over and back either way there, but it'll be St. Anthony ball in the front court here. A little over 6 to go in the first half, and the visiting Huskies in command at 31-10. McCormick. Drive by Timmons wouldn't go. She got it back and had it knocked away, so she brings it back out and then will shoot that 3. This time no good. Their offensive board though. McCormick driving it down the middle, no good there. And Relaford coming out with it. Rutherford attacks and is fouled by Nelson. See that little hesitation dribble, and
Good
Nelson
job.
getting her with the body. And they're kind of what I talked about. If you go a little bit stronger toward the hoop, you're a little more likely to get that call.
And just her little bit of change of tempo helped with that.
Rutherford missing, though. The Hawks struggling at the line. 0 for 3 right now. St. Anthony's 4 for 4. And obviously there's other reasons why they're way ahead too, but that's certainly not helping.
That's a tough part. When you get a chance to get to the line, you want those shots to go in, but unfortunately for her that time, neither one did.
McCormick kicking into the corner. Timmons will keep firing. Missed it though.
McCormick came down with that rebound. That was nice. Kind of the smallest player on the floor, and she pulls it down.
Timmons with the runner off the glass and good, showing off her variety of skills, and obviously kind of has a green light too, which is fun. When coaches have confidence that go ahead and shoot that ball when you're feeling good about it.
And that, like Coach had said, that's the game they wanted her to improve on and work on, and she has done a good job of penetrating the lane, attacking the bucket also, and we saw too that she can shoot from outside. She's their shooter, one of their shooters, I should say.
Dish over to McCormick for a 12-footer on the baseline, wouldn't go. And rebound grabbed there by Wilhelm, so Cooper looking to push it back. Rutherford cut off. Wilhelm kind of rushing one up there a little bit.
I think then that's been part of the challenge for them too, is they'll attack, but then when they pivot and turn, they're throwing it or passing it out, but they don't have a teammate there.
Timmons the drive and dish. Allen's shot one falls. Zoe Smith the rebound here for Cooper. Pull up for Bailey, wouldn't fall. Allen running it back now for the Huskies. Timmons fakes, gets inside. Smith blocked it from behind. Smith's kind of long. And then Rutherford with the interception. She's going to go all the way and lays it in with the left hand. Boy, about half court, I kind of knew what she was going to do there, and the Huskies didn't quite cut it off.
Well, that's the thing you want as St. Anthony. You know she's going to do that now. Your guard needs to get straight down and work hard to get in front. You know she's going to go for it. Good rebound.
Nelson's three would not drop. Yeah, nice opportunity for Cooper to just cut it. I mean, obviously they're going to be down at halftime. That's kind of goes without saying. But if they could, get some momentum going, trim that lead a little bit, it would at least give them a little bit of confidence here going into half. Wilhelm with the scoop on the run, no good.
Well, and here's the other thing too, because you can see some of the Cooper players getting kind of tired. If you're a team that likes to run in transition, you're in that position, and that's a challenge for the other team trying to keep up.
Smith with the block from behind there for the Hawks. It will stay with St. Anthony. No block or charge call on the second player contact there, but Smith got a clean block up top. Schumann cutting to the lane. Three's not falling nearly as much now for St. Anthony as they were earlier.
It's cooled off a little bit there, but we haven't had to worry about many shot clock violations tonight either.
No, that's for sure. They've both been eager to get that ball up there. And 2:15 to go in the first half and a 33-12 lead for St. Anthony.
This is where, just like you said, if they could just get a good look at some good shots at the basket, close the gap a little bit.
And there's a steal for Nelson. And missed it inside and then fouled on the second opportunity there. She was maybe a little bit too distracted or worrying about where the defender was and didn't concentrate it, but does end up going to the free throw line as Wilhelm will pick up the foul. Good job jumping in the passing lane there. And
well, and I like that jump stop right there because she heard her, but then it was just like just a little rattled and didn't get the easy bucket.
Nelson gets the free throw to fall. And they have been 6 for 6 at the line here and now lead at 35-12 as a minute 45 remaining in this opening half. Ooh, almost lost. Now Smith is open. This one would be a 3, but no good. Abraham with a nice rebound.
Good decision right there.
Schumann ran into a double there and got it out. Oh, a driving layup, and it will count. Abraham, that was an acrobatic shot. It was not an easy one. Good drive, and then Smith reached out and hit her.
You know, we've seen her attempt a few of those, and they all, if you've noticed tonight, quite a few of the girls from the Huskies, they like to attack that baseline, doing that layup from that side.
And they stay perfect at the line. Nice three-point play there for Abraham. 38-12 now for St. Anthony. High pick for Montgomery and then lost it. Abraham out of there with it and
tried to pass it, and it just then realized there was nobody there, tried to bring it back in.
Although that's no fun, it's better than throwing it right to the other team, which, you know, could have happened there.
And then give him an easy layup or something off of it. You know, she smiled as soon as she did it because it was like, whoops.
Nice drive, and Rutherford trying to keep it alive, but it's out off Cooper. It was a good move to the hoop by Montgomery, just didn't quite get it to drop. Well, and something that Coach Rich was saying to us earlier, really kind of showing up here in this first half, I think. She said, we're in this conference, we're playing against a lot of juniors and seniors, and we don't have predominantly that, and it's, you know, a lot of nights it's kind of looking that way.
Right, and that's a hard thing to overcome, and as long as you can keep your kids from getting discouraged and continuing to look at what your goals are and realize it might not be the outcome and the score you want, but are we climbing? Are we improving?
.15 to go here in the first half. Bailey, it gets away from her, and the Huskies will come up with it. One more chance as they come up for it, but then lost. Recovered it though, and then Nelson has to chase it down. And that shot is blocked as she tried to rush it up, but at halftime here, a commanding lead for the visiting Huskies. They lead it by a score of 38-12 at halftime. We'll have first half highlights and stats, and then our second half of basketball here. Tri-Metro Conference Girls Hoops on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
Welcome back here to Cooper High School. St. Anthony leading the Hawks in girls basketball 38-12 at halftime as we check out some highlights from the opening half of play here, and not a lot of offense going for Cooper, but a few good ones here. We'll show you those early on. Here is Relaford making a nice drive to the hoop and scoring that one, and then they'll get cross-court pass, setting up Bailey, banking in a three. I don't know if she called glass, but that's okay, it counts. And St. Anthony really got some good transition hoops early on here, as that time Timmons finding Nelson for the layup. And they weren't afraid to shoot the ball. There's Timmons herself getting the layup that time. They weren't afraid to shoot the ball in transition too, like this one right here. Timmons popping that three. Timmons this time denied by Smith. And then when she saved it, Relaford turned it into a transition hoop the other way. But overall, pretty dominant half by St. Anthony. Nice drive and finish there by Abraham. Take a look at the scoring leaders for that first half. Timmons and Abraham both in double figures for St. Anthony, and Nelson wound up with 8. Saw those 2 baskets by Relaford. And Jones and Bailey each hitting a 3-pointer in the opening half. So Cooper has her work cut out, but we'll see if they can chip away at the lead in the second half. It is St. Anthony 38, Cooper 12. Second half of basketball coming up.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
St. Anthony a big lead at halftime here as we get set for half number 2. Jay Wilcox, Patty Sorensen with you on CCX Sports as Tri-Metro Conference girls basketball and Cooper, a young group this year and kind of a tough first half, but we'll see what they can do coming out for half number 2 as Allen brings it into the front court for the Huskies. Schumann looking inside and then across to Timmons. She'll drive and no good, but nice rebound by Nelson. They'll get another opportunity, and that try is short and tipped out of bounds by St. Anthony. It'll be Cooper ball.
You know, and that's one thing that I'm sure Coach Coach Rich talked at halftime too. We got to get on the boards a little better. We're giving up some easy boards, and they're getting second and third opportunities.
Knocked away there, and a steal for Abraham. She will go all the way for the layup, so she kind of picks up where she left off, scores that one. In Anijah Scarver, number 10, is in for Cooper. Didn't play in the first half, but in there now, and there is, guess who? Abraham, another steal and another layup. 30-point lead. Here's Scarver handling the ball for the Hawks. Drive and finish. Nice hoop there by Hegestad, her first basket.
And she was challenged on that. There was some muscling on that ball, and she was able to push it back up through the defender's hands too.
Schumann down to Timmons, steps around the defender but missed. She's cooled off a little bit. Early on she was pretty hot and hitting from a variety of places, but then didn't make nearly as many. Scarver the drive and dish, but it's stolen by Nelson.
She had the right idea. It's just that she got kind of jammed up in there, and then she tried to pass it, and there was nobody there to pass it to, right into the hands of the Huskies.
Nice up and under move there for Allen, but it wouldn't fall. Relford. That one blocked. Schumann. Good shot blocker and went up straight up.
Not only blocks the shot, but pulls it down. Ooh.
Here's a runner there. I thought she might have traveled, but didn't get it to go. Relford. Scarver a drive, had that one blocked. Abraham getting a piece of it. And Allen out ahead of the pack lays it in. And timeout taken by Ebony Rich on the Cooper bench, so things not getting off to a better start really in the second half. They are down by 30. Now if she shot this with left-handed, it would have been tough to reach, but she tried to go with the inside hand, the right, and it was blocked. And Allen getting out.
Yep. I think she got herself a little too far under too when she took that shot.
Scarver, I think, kind of overeager, didn't play in the first half, and she's coming out and trying to make something happen, which is good, but trying to maybe force things a little bit.
I think a benefit for them is if and I'm sure coach is addressing that too, you got to move the ball and cut right away. You can't just make one pass and then the next person attack. We're getting one pass and go or dribble, and they just got to relax and trust their offense and work on moving the ball. Make the defense work harder.
Cooper, not everybody was sure who was going to be in there. At first, I think they had 6 players out, and then almost had 4, and they communicated about who's supposed to be in. I like the officials kind of allowing that too. I mean, sometime a long time ago, maybe you would see like, oh, there's a technical. They didn't have it, but you just kind of give them the opportunity to get their substitution finalized.
That would have been a good opportunity if she'd had a teammate come back down to the side when she was dribbling so she had someone to kick to, because they would have been open at the opposite block if somebody would have crashed it.
Nelson missing from long range. A drive and a tough one up off the glass. No good there for Montgomery. Nelson picks up her dribble. Kick back out. Schumann will shoot it up. That's an air ball. The defender got out there. Oh, but then Timmons takes it right back. Pull up, spins out. Scarver rebounding the miss by Abraham. I like the move, and then a foul on Abraham. Trying to get that ball back, and stepped in and committed the foul. And she was going to help her up, but Scarborough was tying her shoe, so she's like, well,
and she waited a while and then finally
I know, and then it got kind of awkward. It's like, okay, this isn't going to happen.
See, we've got...
Scarborough gets the basket to go. A nice shot, but that's kind of been typical of their offense. You don't really want to think you're going to win by just going one-on-one there.
Well, and that's what they're tending to do right now. You're right, exactly that. And that's might get a bucket, but it makes it so much easier for the defense. Okay, we know that person's driving, so we can bring help side over. We can clog up the lane more. That time she was able to be successful with the shot.
Scarver to Smith down in the corner. Drive into traffic, no good, but a foul, and that will send Jones to the free throw line. They will get Abraham with that foul, and so 2 shots coming.
Did a good job of trying to protect the ball going up.
Jones hitting the free throw. It's actually the first free throw make for Cooper tonight. Relford coming back in. Second one also good, so 5 points now for Jones, and they get a chance to set up their pressure. Schumann down low to Nelson. They get the layup. Nice patience and job beating that pressure.
They were very just pass, and great job of breaking it, and then they had their teammate just get wide open under the basket.
Wow, a long bomb by Jones, her second three. She looked confident shooting that one. Cross-court pass, just made it there, and then off the glass and good by Allen. So Cooper getting it going a little bit, but then St. Anthony able to answer a couple times too. Wilhelm, the lane freed up there, but missed it.
And that was a good decision. She came off the screen, attacked to the middle, nobody's there. Perfect, that's the shot you gotta look for. Unfortunately for her, that one just didn't go in.
And then Timmons running the floor again, and they find her for the layup. 50-21 Huskies. Crossover into the lane, but again, pretty well defended. Rolfert looking to attack. Let's see, we're going to have a blocking foul. I think she was maybe inside that restricted circle. It was close. Abraham will be called for the foul.
That's what I wanted to see, too, if that's where she was. Wow, it looked like, well, maybe she wasn't. It was hard to tell.
Yeah, that was one of those, that's where, you know, the old cliche is that the block charge call might be the toughest call in this sport. And okay, that was a good example there. But Relford, again, getting the benefit by being aggressive with that one. I look from a different angle here, and yeah, it's close. Could have seen that one going either way, but in fairness, I think St. Anthony probably got a few more of the calls in the first half, so you're not going to complain too much. 50-22 Huskies. Cooper upping the defensive pressure a little bit. Schumann stepping into the lane, but missed it. Wilhelm, a nice rebound. A little more fire from the Hawks down a little bit of late. Relford off the glass. Oh, it rolled out.
Seeing a little more intensity on the defense. They're getting out a little quicker to the closeout positions.
And there's a nice steal. It's ripped away by Montgomery. And Schumann forced that miss, though.
That's where she didn't have anybody that was open coming with her. It'd been nice to pull that back out, set it up, and try and get a better shot.
Timmons wouldn't go there, and now they get the long outlet to Jones. And blocked, let's see. Ooh, it looked like it might have landed on Jones, but apparently it was already out, so it will be Cooper ball. Schumann getting another block.
Here we go, let's see. Well, that was nice.
Oh, yeah, it was already out, definitely, definitely. Stroin coming back in, number 31 now for St. Anthony. Bailey in there to inbound for Cooper. Scarver. Spin move, that one off the side of the glass.
Decision making.
Nice steal made there by Montgomery. Quick jumper wouldn't go, but Relford gets it right back and then missed.
Oh, geez.
Relford trying to rip that one away. McCormick. Ooh. Take a foul. Yeah, it looked like she might have traveled
That's
there.
what I thought from back here. It looked like, she went to make that move and then kind of walked into her. Here we go. Let's see. I think she kind of ran into.
Going to get Montgomery with the foul, so McCormick will go to the free throw line. One kind of interesting thing, St. Anthony does not have a bench point tonight. They're up big, 50-22, but haven't had anybody off their bench score just yet. McCormick trying to change that here with her second free throw. And that was also the first miss at the line for St. Anthony. And she misses a pair, but then it gets the rebound back. And we'll get a foul call out top. Cooper getting more aggressive defensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if they start picking up some more fouls here too, though. They've been a little, trying pretty hard to get steals, and occasionally
getting a little, you've got your person stopped, and then it's like, okay, I'm trying to grab, but then you're kind of coming across them or.
And we'll get a hold call there going against Jones. I think Cooper was hoping it was going to be a 5-second count. She was definitely had McCormick rattled, but
oh,
yeah,
yes.
she's
got her hands
pretty
all
well
over.
all over there. Timmons
Nice
to
cut.
Schumann, missed it. And then a foul coming out of there as McCormick, they whistled for the foul. Relford coming back into the game for Cooper. Scarver will bring it to the front court here for Cooper. Scarver dropping it off. Relford attacking. And it just spins out. Knocked out of bounds though by St. Anthony's Schumann.
And here you got better movement that time with them. Better passing, better cutting, better movement on offense by the Hawks on that one. They just weren't able to capitalize on the basket.
Bailey inbounding to Scarver, now Relford. Scarver the drive, but up too hard.
Ooh,
Schumann the rebound.
tangle
A
up
couple
here.
players got tied up and fell. Schumann out on the wing. Cooper's defensive intensity definitely has gone up.
They're getting up on the ball better.
Schumann drops that pass off, and the jumper is good by Saroin. So there's the first basket off the bench for the Huskies. Good patient possession for them. They lead it by 30. Relford, no good. Long outlet to McCormick.
Nice C. Nice finish.
Over to Nelson for the layup.
I wasn't sure if she was going to try and take it to the bucket herself, but that was a great decision to get that pass over to her teammate.
Yeah, and Cooper, another thing that maybe need to be looking at a little more too is floor balance. They've been beat up the court too many times. I don't think it's really that they're not hustling or whatever, but it's just that they don't have anybody back to cut this off or enough bodies getting back.
I agree. I've thought that a few times when it's been the transition.
Scarver missing off the glass. Abraham losing it. Montgomery will come back in. She made that little hesitation. She thought it was knocked out by Cooper, and I think we're kind of getting to with St. Anthony, when you're up by over 30, you're probably not going to get as many calls too. I mean, that's just the nature of things. It's how it is.
I know she went, you could tell by her language, she thought she got fouled, and it kind of did look like she got tied up across her shoulders there, but you're right. It's like, you got a pretty good lead. They might not get.
It's out of bounds off of Cooper there as they tried to get it to Jones. It was a little behind her and kind of had a lot on it too. Couldn't quite squeeze it. Smith coming back into the Cooper lineup here. Approaching 8 minutes to go here in this one. St. Anthony still in command, but they haven't really quite put it away yet. And that one from Nelson was just a bit, that was a couple feet short. She's able to get a little laugh out of that one. It was like, she looked like she felt, okay, I'm open, but I think she was farther away from the hoop than she realized there.
I've noticed that a few times with Husky girls, they've made a mistake, and it's like, okay, I knew I blew that. And just a smile on her face, like, I messed that up. Okay, next play.
Step back move, but then Nelson able to block that one as Jones was looking to attack. Schumann, and a foul on Scarver on the reach in there. You see her across the arm.
And that's something I think even, Coach is going to talk about for St. Anthony too. They've done that a few times where they've attacked and got themselves in a jam where they had nowhere to go with the ball.
Smith with the baseline jumper. Nice assist there as well. Cooper back to within 30 here. A little over 7 minutes remaining in the second half. Down low to Nelson. That one partially blocked. And then Schumann a block at the other end after Smith. Boy, Schumann and Smith have each gotten their hands on quite a few shots here tonight. And we're seeing too that, a few of these that they're not going to necessarily give you every call when you drive it to the hoop. That looked pretty clean actually right there. So I like that they're willing to, sometimes give the defensive player the benefit of the doubt there too. I know it's no fun if you feel like you got hit when you're shooting, but.
Right, but it's like you said though, if you're coming in full blast, it's got to be a pretty obvious clean.
Allen keeps it rotating here. She'll get it back, and then Timmons. Schumann, a turnaround jumper here, no good, and Scarver up for the board. Scarver, the drive, and scores it. Her second basket.
So Cooper's gotten, out of their man for a while here. And
Schumann is fouled on that jump shot. Look at Scarver. Well, she puts her head down and goes, and at times it's worked and at times it hasn't, but she's not going to be deterred there.
She's not intimidated by attacking anybody, that's for sure.
Schumann's first point of the second half. She has 7 total now. Yeah, makes them both, so. I think one thing Cooper's definitely succeeded in is making St. Anthony less comfortable in this second half. They kind of got the shots they wanted in the first half.
Their defense really, the intensity they brought in the defense's second half has helped that a lot.
Follow-up try wouldn't go. Nelson then rebound and is fouled.
That's unfortunate. You want to get at it so bad, and then you're out of position in that, or you get a little bit of arms.
Montgomery will pick up her 4th right there. Nelson's free throw is good. Kind of impressive the way they've come in, and yeah, I know the hoop's still 10 feet from the floor and you're still 15 feet away, but a lot of times in a visiting gym you don't shoot free throws as well, and they have come over here and done a very good job at the line.
And that's so important, and when you struggle at the line and it ends up being a close game, it's like, those are my shots. Those are supposed to be the easy buckets.
Erica driving, and Schumann, yet another block here for the Huskies.
She does an excellent job of just keeping and using the correct hand depending on how the person's attacking.
Coach Patrick pointed out to us that she's an excellent shot blocker, and she was not kidding.
Again.
There's another. Majorca, though, gets it back, and then a fight for the ball. It'll be Cooper ball. battle for it there. And thankfully, we're not going to go to the monitor for every little close ball like that. And oh, it's driving me nuts and see that. Oh, nice pull up there for Jones as she knocks it down. Nelson looking to answer at the other end, no good.
Make a good decision here.
Montgomery driving off the glass and good. A little push here for Cooper. Schumann, ooh, that one almost got stolen. And no good, but Nelson, good long arm reach to grab that one and put it back.
That is lucky because, Allen probably, it's like coach probably would have said, you had a person open, kick it out to the baseline, don't try and throw it in.
Missed by Jones and then the follow by Montgomery. Schumann will take it from way out high, and another one that's way short, and they can't save it. It'll be Cooper ball. Good effort by Abraham, and let's hope she's all right. Look at that. That was a long three and dribbling left. And then the bank shot there by Montgomery attacking.
It's like you said, a different Cooper team in the second half. Just their intensity and defense has created some good things for them.
Rolford not able to get it to drop. Timmons, offensive foul. Cooper's been trying to draw that a few other times. That time really got set nicely, and Wilhelm taking the charge.
Kind of looked like she even got off her feet on that one when she went to take the charge.
Osseo removed there, and then a kick out. Erica was short with that, but Relford rebounds and scores.
I think that first shot, she just really didn't have, she shot the ball too fast, didn't have control of it in her hand.
Timeout taken by St. Anthony, and again, obviously the score isn't like that close yet, but you can just feel Cooper's getting some intensity and getting excited here and putting a little bit of concern into St. Anthony.
Getting a little more confidence. Big lead. A little more confidence in what's happening out there. Okay, we can put the bucket in.
Relford finishing that one nicely after the offensive rebound. Well, and we said they have picked up their intensity, but part of the thing that you notice too is that the first half they weren't scoring much, so it takes away your ability to set up your press a little bit too. Now this time they've been able to get a few buckets and then follow it up with some pressure.
And it helped that three-point shot they had before they moved the ball, and then they could kick it out, that shot. So if they could balance, get a little more of that, because then that makes their drive open a little better. But they definitely are a team that likes to attack the bucket, which is fine. And you just move the ball a little more, cut a little more, get a few more passes so you get your best opportunity to attack that bucket.
Huskies will inbound, and again, I'm not trying to oversell it as like now it's a close game or anything, but it has been good to see that they didn't just quit at halftime with that big deficit.
And that's something as a coach you're going to point out, okay, this is where we were at half. We made some changes. Look what we improved on. If we can start out better the next time with that intense defense, the situation might be a little better.
And there's a turnover by the Huskies. They have, kind of looked a little rattled for the first time. These last few times down, Relford no good, but was fouled.
Well, and that zone defense that Cooper's played a little bit in there, that's kind of made them have to adjust, and they haven't adjusted as easily as they maybe had hoped they would.
McCormick called for that foul, so Relford to the free throw line here. And Not good on that first opportunity. Second one is good.
You know, we talked about Princess at the pregame, and it's been really fun to watch the interactions with her and Coach, and it's like, okay, she nods. I mean, Coach wants something done, and okay, and she goes in and tries to implement it.
McCormick getting her first basket of 3. Looking to answer and doing exactly that is Jones. She's made 4 threes, 3 of them in this half. Cooper putting on a little charge here. McCormick turning back the other way and scores. One of the smaller players on the court, but that time able to score it after hitting the 3 a moment ago. And Jones trying to hit another, didn't quite get it. Kept alive though by Wilhelm. Timmons tied up. Let's see, that'll be a jump. It will be St. Anthony ball.
Jones has done a nice job with those shots. And a couple times when she struggled, she just hasn't gotten control of the ball. She's shooting it before she's had control of the ball.
Pass deflected, but it gets there. Timmons will shoot that 3, no good. Knocked away from Wilhelm, and the Huskies will get another opportunity. McCormick stepping left. She's been hot. Wow, 3 buckets in a row. Has 8 points, and all of them in the last minute.
The bench points are starting to come now.
Yes.
For them.
Step back here, a little heat check that time. Jones not able to stay hot with that, but she's been hitting of late for sure, as she has 14 points. A couple of free throws and the rest on 3s for the Hawks. They've made St. Anthony work for this. You know, you didn't clear the bench and we're not running time at halftime. It sure looked like it probably was going to be.
And they've come back out in a man now, and
there's Smith getting a piece of that one. Now Rolford looking to attack. Fouled by Schumann.
I don't know if she's thinking she fouled, she got ball.
Yeah, that one looked like definitely a foul, I thought. She's had a lot of clean blocks, but that one was not.
You know, and then you have an athlete like that that's a good blocker, and then when they foul, they're kind of frustrated with themselves because it's like, darn it.
Rolford, it spins off. So we're under a minute to go now. St. Anthony is going to get the win. Cooper's made a push here in the second half after only scoring 12 points in the first half. They've got 25 in the second. And again, it's not like they all of a sudden closed the gap and were right on their heels, but they've certainly played hard and played better in the second half.
They have some good, obviously every team, whether you're the winning or losing team, you're going to look at what can we do better and what can we make. But there are some good things to look back at how Cooper came out in this second half and some of the things they accomplished.
Rolford missing that one. Schumann will kick it back out. Nelson's going to take that one from the left side. No good. Run down by Allen. They don't need to shoot again here, and maybe won't. Or maybe will. McCormick with it. 7 seconds to go, and they're going to hang on and get the victory for their 10th win of the year and 5th in Tri-Metro play as St. Anthony wins it 68-37. A really fast start. Cooper played him a lot more competitive in the second half, but not, obviously too big of a gap to make up. So the Hawks will fall to 2-12 and 1-7 in Tri-Metro play. Coming up for Cooper after this one, they'll be playing St. Paul Central on next Wednesday and then hosting Richfield on Friday the 24th. And meanwhile for the Huskies, they've got Richfield on Tuesday and Fridley next Friday. Both of those are at St. Anthony. Thanks for joining us for Tri-Metro Girls Basketball tonight. There's your final. St. Anthony 68 and Cooper 37. Good night from Cooper.